spirituality. My name is Remains West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'm going to be talking about this item here called bitter almond oil. The uses of bitter almond oil in African spirituality. This is something that is very important and very nice, and I want to tell you guys to share this information to you guys so you can know how to use this stuff. It is something that is very good health wise, and we use it spiritually as well for different kind of issues, spiritual issues and medical issues. There's a lot of health benefits and spiritual benefits of using bitter almond oil. Okay, so this is what I'll be saying today. But before then, by all means, let's do our customary libation. So please, wherever you have, bring out your whiskey, your wine, your bourbon, your ogogoro, your akpeteshi, anything that you have under your cabinet as usual. Please bring it out. Let's call some names. If nothing else, let's just wet our lip. As you know, I'm still in celebration mood. I just did the marriage and everything went well. For those people that we are not able to attend, or they want to know about how marriages is done in Africa, in my culture, I posted a video of the marriage yesterday. It contains a summary of the whole events, from the greeting, negotiation, paying of dowry, to the event after. Everything about authentic Urobo marriage in Nigeria, exactly the way a marriage is done in my culture, in my tribe. This is what I did. What I did was a traditional native Urobo marriage. It is not a white wedding. Okay, it is an African wedding. It's a part of African culture, part of African spirituality. So that is why I uploaded it to the channel. I didn't upload it there to make people grill or to show that I got married. I uploaded the footage of the marriage to show how authentic marriages are done in my culture, in the tradition. So it's all part of African spirituality, practice and experience. Okay, so if you want to know how authentic African marriages are done, that marriage I did is a perfect example. So you can be able to see, maybe you can see something new, something you like, or just to see how it is done. Authentic African marriage or expression or activity. This is why it says so. If you want to know something about how marriage is done in Africa, in my culture, in Urobo, in this modern day, this is exactly how it is done. So you can watch that video. Okay, so for those people that supported me during the marriage, I thank you. Then for those people that attended, if you attended, you didn't have a gift item because there were so many people, the gift was not enough, please contact me. I will send your gift item to you. Okay, I will send your items to you. We still have some left. So thank you very much for that. So that is that. So now let's get back to business. Quite naturally, I am supposed to be on honeymoon, but we don't do honeymoon like that in Africa. At least in Nigeria, we don't do honeymoon. I'm straight to work. So I am back here in my studios doing the work. Okay, so every day is our honeymoon. Okay, every day is our honeymoon, every day is our Christmas from where we come from, every day is Halloween from where we come from. Okay, every day is also business, education, enlightenment, and that's what it just be for here. Okay, so please bring out your whiskey, your ogogoro, your bourbon, your akpeteshi, your brukutu, your cognac, vodka, anything where you drink. Bring them out from your cabinets, your Captain Blackjack, your Linka, your Five Alive, okay, your Monkey Tea. Then let's just call some names very quickly. And I'll be calling upon the Primus inter pares, the first among equals, uh, the one that is the first of the spirits, the lowest, aka Shu, aka Babalegba, aka Baroski, aka the one that sits at the crossroads of every decision making process. I give you a drink this day. I thank you for the guidance and protection that you have been giving us. I thank you for the light that you have shone into our life, for the blessings, the many open doors, the many victories that you have given us. I give you a drink this day. I acknowledge your presence. I acknowledge your power and the role that you play in the uh, part of humanity. I ask that you continue to guide us, continue to give us the impetus, the impulse to make the right decision in any situation or any spare of our life, that any place we find ourselves is said. I call on Shun, mother of love, mother of divinity, mother of procreation, productivity, prosperity, um, happiness, and all good things. I give you a drink this day. I acknowledge your presence. I acknowledge your power, your role that you play in the life of humanity. I ask that you continue to guide us and give us the impetus to always do the best things in our life to become our greatest version. Inspire us to succeed in everything we do. I call upon our segments, Divine Mother of Transformation, Mother of Change. I ask that you give us the ability to make powerful decisions of economic and financial empowerment. I ask that you send your spirit of transformation upon us to empower us this day. I call upon Apu, aka Anubis. I ask that you give us the spirit to the wisdom to manage our time effectively and efficiently upon this planet. I call upon Ologushere, aka the Black Panther, the undying recess of the dark melanated consciousness. I ask that you give us the inspiration to do things to transform our life, to make this world a better place, and to be able to fulfill our destiny, and give us that spirit, that zeal to stand up for what is truthful, to speak truth to power, to be able to reclaim our place upon this universe. Empower us to succeed, empower us to shine, empower us to stand against our enemies. And we ask for the spirit or the strength to free our brothers and sisters from the shackles of mental slavery, of religious slavery, of oppression, of all kind of evil things that is happening to us in this society today. I call upon Tehuti, Jehuti. I ask for wisdom. I call upon Shango, Ogun, Amadioha, Orumila, Obatala, Aziza, Osin, Osinye, all our African gods and goddesses. I ask for empowerment upon us today. I call upon them, I acknowledge them from the north, south, east, and west of this world, elements of eternity above and below. I'll give you your drink this day. I call upon names of great Africans that have done great things before. People like Marcus Garvey, Achim, Martin Luther King, Achim, Malcolm X, Achim, Michael Jackson, Ashe Inoko Rashidi, Ashe Harriet Tubman, Ashe Bob Marley, Ashe Lucky Dube, Ashe Fela Nicola Kokuti, Ashe Thomas Sankara, Ashe Kwame Nkrumah, Ashe General Rawlings, Ashe Ivan Setiman, Ashe Dr. John Eric Clark, Ashe Theophilus Ubinga, Ashe Ivan Setima, Ashe Dr. Ben Joseph Akama, Ashe William Chancellor, Ashe Sister Francis, Ashe, and great people worthy of emulation. I give you your drink this day. I thank you. Those people that died that nobody remember their name, those souls that done great things for fighting for the freedom of Africa. I give you your drink. People that died in the Arab slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade, the Middle Passage, in the various genocide in Africa, in Congo, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Kenya, Cameroon, Angola, Nigeria, Liberia, Ghana, and every part of the world, the Native American continent, in Australia, Canada, and everywhere. I give you a drink this day. I ask that the blood of our ancestors will speak for us. Blood of our true kings and queens, speak for us. Blood of our bloodline, speak for us. Guide us, continue to point us in the right direction. Okay, I give you this drink this day. I pray for freedom, emancipation upon our brothers and sisters in every part of the world. We say this mighty prayer in the mighty name of Amen-Ra, in the mighty name of Olodumare, in the mighty name of Equinsu, in the mighty name of Amadioa, in the mighty name of Egbesu, in the mighty name of Ogene, in the mighty name of all our African gods and goddesses that stand for truth, justice, righteousness, and harmonious balance. Is Siagwari is done. So thank you very much for joining me today. It is a pleasure. And now that this is out of the way, we can move to the order of business today, which is this very item. What you see me holding now is what is called bitter almond oil. Okay, this is an oil that is an extract from the bitter almond plant. We have a plant called almond. We have sweet almond. We also have bitter almond. The one I am talking about today is the bitter almond. Okay, this is a very powerful plant. They call it the botanical name is Prunus amagulus or Prunus Dulcis, something like that. But the name is bitter almond. Okay, it's a plant that we use for different kind of things. It has a lot of health benefit. Okay, first of all, this plant, this oil, you don't consume it with your mouth. You don't take it orally. Okay, it is toxic. It has a chemical inside called amygdalin. It's poisonous when consumed. So this is not something you drink. So before you go any further, you don't drink this. Okay, it has something that have hydrocyanic acid inside. If you take this thing, it can slow down your nervous system, and it can paralyze you. It can slow down your breath, and you will just go to sleep. And maybe you can sleep, you may not wake up. Okay, it slow down your nervous system, slow down your breathing, slow down everything that goes on in your body. So it's not something you drink. So please have that in mind. Okay, but you can use it externally. This is what I'm talking about. Externally, it is very, very good, especially for the skin. It have very rich in vitamin E. For people that want to look young, if you are aging, you're getting old, or you want your skin to be fresh, you can use this. They normally use it as part of cosmetics creams that people rub. It is one of the active ingredients that they put inside. It reduces aging. Okay, so when you add this to soap, it is very, very good for your soap and for your creams. For those of you that make soap, I know many of you make soap like me. When you buy your soap or your black soap, you want to make your soap, this is the raw material, you must put this one inside. Very, very good for health benefits. It reduces stretch marks as well. For women that have stretch marks, natural stretch marks on bed, different, you want to reduce it. If you don't have boa oil, that oil fat you got from boa constrictor, you can also use this one for stretch marks. Okay, so it wipes away stretch marks. It's very, very effective for that. So you can get it for skin, for looking young. Then for people that have skin disease, it works very well for skin disease. People that have a disease like eczema, scabies, rashes, then burns. There are some people that are suffering from different kind of burns, fire burns. Okay, you can use this to treat it. You rub it there, it reduces the pain, and it makes the place heal without scars. Okay, so it's something that is very, very good for your skin. Very, very good. Any kind of skin issue you have, it will solve it. If you also want to look young, it will solve it for you. So just bitter almond oil is something that very, very efficient and effective for this kind of things. Okay, so people had it in soaps, in body creams. Then also too, for those people that have light skin, if your skin is light, maybe you are a white person, Caucasian, or you just naturally have light skin, there are some people that use sunscreen. It is very, very good as a sunscreen. Those people that want to go out in the sun, to lie down, to tan themselves, we know them. If you know your skin is not thick, this one will help you. If you want to tan, to lie down in the sun, maybe you don't have money to buy sunscreen, just get some bitter almond oil and rub it all over you, and then you can lie down peacefully in the sun. Okay, they use it for that kind of thing. So it is something that is very very effective when it comes to skin issues. This thing will help you a lot. Okay, then people also use it in massage therapy. For those people that go to massage, they use the almond oil to massage them. People also use it in aromatherapy too. Aromatherapy is something that they do where they burn certain insects, certain oils, essential oils, fragments, and the person inhale. Then the smell of the oil does something into the body, in the brain and the psychic and stuff. They use this one in aromatherapy. So it's very, very effective for these guys. It protects the skin against UV rays, ultraviolet rays. So if your skin is not strong, or you want to protect yourself from harsh sunlight, or you're somebody that is walking under the sun all the time, you need some sort of sunscreen for protection. This one is also good for you. Okay. Some people also use it to bake. They say if you use it for baking, the bake cake, biscuits, it's not poisonous. But if you drink it directly, it is poisonous. But if you cook it or you pass it through a kind of chemical process before you consume it, it is good. So you find people using bitter almonds in baking of confectionaries, like your cookies, your cake, your biscuits, those kind of things. People use it as one of the ingredients to process those kind of things, and they can consume it after passing through that process. But if you just eat it by yourself, it's a problem. Okay, so it's also used as a kind of antibiotics. People use it to protect against fungi growth. It kills worms naturally. It kills bacteria, and it is antiseptic. Okay, antiseptic. So people use it for that kind of thing. If maybe you want to rub it on your skin against bacteria in the environment, it works. It kills them. It has some chemical elements inside that it prevents the growth of fungi. So people use it, especially in the ancient time, they use it to kill bacteria, parasites, and viruses. Okay, you just rub it on their body, and they also use it for to treat convulsions. When you have babies, babies are usually susceptible to convulsion. Uh, they rub it on the baby's body, on the children's body. It is antiplasmodic. This is what they say about it. So they use it to treat convulsions, and it also have a sort of calming effect to let the person feel cool, calm about themselves. Okay, so it's also anti-cancer again. People use it to prevent cancer growth. It is antidepressant, and it helps the organs to function well. And people use it for hair. People that maybe their hair is falling out, they have light hair. They use it to rub their hair, and it makes the hair texture to thick. Also make it to smell good, and does a lot of good work for the body. Okay, so the thing is something that you can can use very well to solve a lot of skin problem, health problem. Then in the spiritual side of things, it's something that this almond, bitter almond, it attracts prosperity and good luck. So you often see people putting this thing in their house to attract prosperity. You often see people putting the almond, not the oil, the real almond fruits. They put it as sort of part of their decoration or part of our rites to attract wealth and prosperity, especially where they keep money. They use it as decoration for those kind of things. And people use it for spiritual baths as a cleanser. So they add it to water, add it to the water, and they bathe with it. They bathe with it. They use it to rub their body, and they pray. This is what they use it to do. Then people that make soap, when you want to make your spiritual soap, this is a very very important ingredient. Even people that make other kind of soap, they also put bitter almond. Is a very very important ingredient for soap making due to the antiseptic antimicrobial properties. It is added to soap making. So there are certain soaps that put bitter almond. So if you are into soap making, this will help you. Okay, it kills microbes, kills bacteria, kills worms. So please, those people that are making soap, make sure you put this one inside your soap. It's very, very important. Therefore, the spiritual side of things, it is used to break curses, to remove bad luck or any kind of bad stuff from the person's body, person's arrow. So it is a very, very important component that people use in soap making, especially for spiritual soaps. Then also for spiritual baths too. People use it for spiritual baths. You can add it to the bath water in conjunction with other elements, and it will work well. So this is something you can use in places whereby you don't have some things to use. Maybe people living in America, in Canada, you don't have lots of herbs we use in Africa. You can improvise with this one. This one is everywhere. It's in every part of the world, so you can easily get it in the Western world. Okay, this is the reason why I talk about stuff like this, because many of my subscribers, they complain that some of the herbs you talk about, we cannot find it in America, we cannot find it in UK, we can't, and it's true. Africa is the home of herbs. You can find many things here. Many things we have here, they don't have it in the Western world. That their world is so controlled and restricted. So, in case you are in that position, you can use bitter almond oil to solve the problem as a substitute for certain things that you may not have. So, you can use this one for your spiritual baths as well. Okay, mix it with other things and it will work very well for you. It's a cleanser, it attracts prosperity, attracts and wealth and favor, good luck, all those things. Bitter almond oil is effective for it. Therefore, skin, if you want to look young, reduce aging, if you have any skin issues, or you want to prevent the sun from affecting your skin, it works for you. Then for your hair growth, it works for you too. For children, it works for them. But whatever you do, don't drink it raw. Okay, if you want to consume it, cook it, process it first. This is what they say. Add it to cook food or to your baking stuff, and after that you can eat it. Okay, so this is what this stuff does for you, and it's a very good thing. It will help you a lot. You can do your research on the bitter almond oil. Okay, there's a lot of research on it. It's something that people use. It's very, very effective, and very important component of your health life and your spiritual life. Okay, so please try to get your hands on it and start using it. Okay, something that will help you and will solve many problems for you. Okay, so this is what I have to say today on bitter almond oil. If you don't have it, I have some, or I can get it for you. Okay, but I believe you can get it anywhere in any part of the world. So just do your research and try to get some, and add it to your arsenal of stuff that you can use. Okay, so this is what I have to say on this topic today on bitter almond. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, close the subscribe button. And of course, if you have not gotten my book yet, I must always talk about my book. Okay, they say if lizard jump come from Iroko tree, nobody clap right, go clap for yourself. So I must promote my own stuff. If you have not gotten the book yet, you need to get it. This is the book called Whispers of Amente, Pathways to Ascension. This is a book that contains guidelines and formulas on how to make contact with ancient African deities, as in the Kemetic deities, how to make contact with Eshu, how to make contact with Ampu, Anubis, how to make contact with even Sets, Isia, Santisima Moriete, how to summon ancient gods of Abydos, of Heliopolis, of the pyramids of Khufu. Our African ancestors, our Kemetic spirits, all of them are here. So this is a book that connects you to the ancient world. Okay, it's a very powerful gateway into the past, and it will, if you want to make direct contact with the deities, you can follow the guidelines in this book. Okay, very powerful. I wrote this book to solve that problem for people that want to make contact with them. There are many very powerful rituals here that will open the gates, open the pathways, and you can maintain that connection. Okay, it's just $100, not expensive. With this book, you will solve many problems. The problem of logistics, of flying to Africa, flying to Nigeria, or you just get this book and do your rituals inside your home. It also contains over 50 spells, a lot of advice, a lot of things in here. The Ori, I talk about your Ori, how to do offering to it. I talk about the hang. I talk about very powerful topics that many people have not talked about before. I was able to bring everything to bear here in this book. So please get your copy now and start making that contact and try to balance your scale in this lifetime before you cross over to the next lifetime. Okay. I'll still be writing another book before the end of this year. Hopefully, a very powerful book is coming out. If you want to know how to do spells, walking in the shadow of the gods, this one contains over 200 spells, spells for love, for health, prosperity, wealth, and all sorts of good things that will help you. So please empower yourself today. Get this knowledge. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. So it's better you have this book and don't need it, and say you need this book and don't have it. So please get it now today, just $100. Then if you want to know the interrelationship between negative space and the evil forest, between African spirituality and quantum physics, this book completes all that. It solves the problem. It shows you all the evidence about the origin of quantum physics from ancient African spirituality. So for those people that are looking down on African spirituality, those church-minded people, those my brothers and sisters that are very skeptical, that don't know this information. This information is what they have been hiding from you, so that you will be dumb. They can keep on manipulating you, exploiting you, taking advantage of you. This problem, I have solved it with this very, very book. For those people that claim to be educated, those are our educated illiterates, those are our so-called brothers and sisters that claim they know one or two things, but you know nothing about your African history, you know nothing about your African science, and you know nothing about yourself. This book, I wrote it for you. I've been seeing a lot of people coming to me claiming they are educated, they are chartered accountants, they are this, they are that, they are medical people, they are professors, but they have zero knowledge of African history. As far as that you have no knowledge about yourself, to me you are an illiterate. To me you are just an empty vessel, a caricature. You cannot claim to be fully educated when you know nothing about your history, nothing about your spirituality, nothing about your land, nothing about the main information that you're supposed to know, you don't know it. Being educated does not imply that you can speak African language and eat African food, but you know nothing about African spirituality and history. You are nothing. So that very vital aspect of you, the enemy have removed it from you. They have excavated it from you. So you think that you are just what you are, an empty shell of yourself. This is not a good thing. When I see this kind of people, these are the people that have problems every day. They're always living in fear. They'll be praying every day. They pray in the morning, they pray in the afternoon, they pray in the evening. They bribe God with money. They beg God. They still get whipped with difficulties of life. They have nowhere to go. They put their comforts in pastors and men of dogs. They are always paying money to church, thinking that they are building a mansion in heaven. These people are just floating. Many of them are, when you tell them they are stupid, they say you insult them. But I used to be like them until my eyes open. The only day that we open your eyes is knowledge. This is why I started writing books. My writing books is not to show my academic progress, but to actually convey the knowledge that is needed. Those things that they don't teach us, those things that they want to hide. These are the kind of books I write about. I don't write about fairy tale books for writing. I write books that will add value to your life, okay? Book that when you read it, it will transform you. It will empower you. It will liberate you. This is why I started writing. Not because I want to be like a famous writer or I want to add my name to a group of writers in the world. I'm not interested in name, okay? I'm not interested in becoming famous. No. I'm interested in making a positive impact, to change, to transform, inspire. This is why I came on this YouTube, not for people to see my face, okay? To come and hustle. I came here with a mission, and that mission is what I am pursuing here. So if you are looking for raw, authentic, organic African knowledge with no strings attached, this is where you need to be. So if you are not getting any of my books, please get them today. Empower yourself today and continue the work from where I stop. Okay, nobody knows it all. I am not a master. I am still learning every day. So please, from where somebody stopped, you can pick up from me. When you read this book, hard to read, and I would like to see people talking about this subject more. So far, a lot of people are not there yet. So this is very, very important. If you are from Africa, you claim to went to a university and you know nothing about African spirituality, you have not really learned anything. No. The enemy has succeeded in disenfranchising you, separating you from your history and legacy. You are a victim. So please empower yourself today. This book is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. As big as Nigeria, you're not going to find another book. Even till now, our people are still sleeping. Many of them don't have time. I don't know what they are writing about, but if you are not talking about this subject, you are not there yet. If you are not talking about quantum physics, you say you are a spiritualist or a scientist, or you are not there yet. You don't know what time is it. This is a space age now. We are talking about space age, time and space travel. So we are talking, when you see people like Elon Musk, you see the kind of things they are talking about. Next generation technology. This science is what will take us there. So we need to start cracking this subject now, exploring it, because we are going to the future. And we're going to be left behind if we don't take advantage now. We will be left behind, especially those of us in African spirituality. The time has passed for the senseless murder of innocent farm animals in the name of African spirituality. This is time for high knowledge, okay, high metaphysics, advanced science. So we need to open our minds to the possibilities. We must read, we must study, we must prepare, we must advance, we must empower ourselves. There's no two ways about it. This is not the time for enjoyment. This is a time for work and sacrifice. Okay, your time, your energy, you must apply it so that the future can be a better place for you and your next generation. So please get this book. It's just $50. Very powerful and explosive book. Okay, the three of them is just $300. Okay, so please get it. So I thank you very much for joining me today. Then if you also want to learn African spirituality, I have a 6-month program where I teach this subject to people that are very, very much interested in learning this subject. Okay, so please, I thank you very much for watching, and very delighted. And I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.